Hello again. So I don't think I'm going to be able to have someone on with me tonight. Even though I have really tried really hard to bring her on. I'm just going to I guess I'm just going to go ahead and just do it without her. If you clicked on here, you know that the topic is release, and that I want to do this so bad. I wish she could be on here. Because I knew it was going to be powerful, because I know that she has a word for you guys, just like I have a word. But together, it was just going to flow so perfectly. And now I just feel like, But I have an idea, and I think I'm fixing to do it. I wish there was a way to bring you on, girl. I don't know. This thing is acting crazy. But I want to try something, and I'm not sure if it's going to work. But I'm about to send you a link, Brittany. And we're going to see if you can get on that way. Because I know you got a word. And the people need to hear it. I really feel like they need to hear it. I need to change the time. Okay. I'm doing good. Yeah, I know this may seem real off, because it is off, because I feel like we've been talking about this all day. And then now it feels like we can't get into it how we need to. But I'm going to go ahead and give a little bit about what I was going to talk about. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie, what is it called? Dodgeball. And there's two main characters, which is Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. Girl, look, I done got his whole name all wrong. And he, let's see, Ben Stiller, and Vince Vaughn owns Average Joe's, which is a gym, and then Ben Stiller owns Global Gym. I think it's called Global Gym or Glomo Gym. And Vince Vaughn business is tanking. Basically, he owes a whole lot of money, or he's gonna lose his business. And Ben Stiller, hold on. I can't see your face. And Ben Stiller, he basically is a bully, and he tries to do all this stuff to distract Vince Vaughn from doing what he's supposed to do, and from keeping his business open and all that stuff like that. So they end up going to a dodgeball tournament, and let's see, they end up going to a dodgeball tournament. And whenever they end up going into the, I guess you could say, championship part of it, Average Joe's owner, which is Vince Vaughn's character, he goes into his room, and while he goes into his room, and Ben Stiller is in his room basically, and says, hey, I can give you $100,000. Let me buy your gym from you. And Vince Vaughn agrees to him buying the gym for $100,000. Well, the next day, Vince Vaughn is at the airport waiting to get on his flight, and Lance Armstrong comes up to him and he says, hey, aren't you the dude that's in the dodgeball tournament? And he said, why are you here? He was like, oh, that's over with, I quit. And so then Lance Armstrong goes into how had he quit, he would have never done the triathlon, and he wouldn't have won, and he wouldn't have done this if he would allow his sickness to take control of how he moved professionally. He said, like, if I would have done that, you know, how many people wouldn't feel like they could do it? How many people would feel like they couldn't go out there and achieve what they needed to achieve? And so Vince Vaughn started thinking, he was like, so maybe I should go back. So he ended up going back. They ended up winning. Well, what Vince Vaughn did was he went and took half of that money and betted it on his team. He betted it on his team. And when it came back, they won $5 million. So he took $50,000 of that $100,000 and went and betted it on Average Joe's, right? So they ended up getting $5 million. And this is what, I know y'all probably like, why is she going all into this? Well, while I was watching that movie, I realized how many times do we get distracted, or how many times do we allow people to come in and distract us from what it is we're supposed to be doing. We know we're supposed to be either writing a book, or maybe writing a song, or doing a live, or whatever it is. Hey, you muted. Hey y'all, she right here. I was like, maybe I could do it this way. But you muted, I don't know why.
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay.
So, I'm talking about dodgeball. Yeah, I'm gonna try to turn this where they can see her. I hope y'all can see her. And I was talking about how Ben Stiller came into his room and distracted him and offered him the money, and he went with the money because it felt like it was the right thing to do, because he was like, now I can keep my gym and now I can do what I need to do, and it felt right at that time. And that's what I'm basically talking about right now, is it felt right at that time. However, what I started realizing, and as I was writing my notes, I realized that we allow people to come in and distract us when we know we're supposed to be doing one thing. He had a goal, and yes, he was only going to win $50,000 from the tournament, but he had a goal. He knew that if he got his team ready for the dodgeball tournament, that they would win, and they were on a winning streak. They hadn't lost anything, but he allowed for Ben Stiller to come in and distract him. And what I also realized while I was writing my notes, I realized that he got off track because it felt good. And I was saying, how often do we allow for people to come in and distract us from doing what it is we're supposed to do? And the part that Lance Armstrong played in it was, he was the reminder of what Vince Vaughn was supposed to accomplish. He was the reminder for him. So how I wrote it down was, God sent one of the 99 to come and get him and come and remind him of the promise. Come and remind him of what it is that he was supposed to do. So I'm getting this right now. So we have to release the distractions. We can't allow any distractions to come in. We have to release them, let them go, so that we can stay focused on what it is that we're supposed to do. And part of this is sort of kind of like the in-between, because like I said, he had a goal to go and win, but he got distracted by the money, or we'll get distracted by the man, or we get distracted by the woman that comes in at the time that we're supposed to be staying focused on something else, so that when we are ready to be with them, oh, that's good. When we are ready to be with them, we are fully focused on, we already are planted and we're good in the area of what we was focused on before we got with them. And now we can build on top of that with the marriage or the whatever it is. That's good right there.
Yes.
And I know it's probably sound like I'm rambling. The people are like, what did she talk about? Just come back and watch it again later. But I'm basically, yeah, because basically it's about, we get distracted. Like some of us are distracted right now. We're supposed to be way further than what we are, but we're distracted about everything that we're seeing around us instead of being focused on what's in, you know, what we're supposed to be focused on, and all that good stuff like that right there. And not only that, but we take on stuff that we weren't supposed to take on because it still wasn't enough money. Even with the $100,000, it still wasn't enough money. So he still took on some more stress because he had other people that was dependent on him as well. So he was letting other people down because he was looking at the money, and he was looking at, oh, I'm good now. But he didn't think about the other people that he promised, we're going to be in this together. We're going to do this together. We're going to win this game together. And all that good stuff. So which, I know you got something, so let's go.
No, first of all, good evening, everybody. But it was funny because just what you're talking about, the idea of waiting, you know, to allow God to do something inside of the relationship, not being distracted by the person, but being able to do what it is that you have. It's so funny that that's what you brought up, because for me, that's a personal thing. And I don't mind telling people that for so long, I kept trying to find that perfect relationship. And what I realized is that every time I thought it was perfect, I get lost and distracted by the relationship. And I walk away from what I was supposed to be doing. And immediately, I promise you, immediately, the relationship will go sour.
Ooh.
Something will just not go right. It'll, all of a sudden, we don't mesh well. We can't communicate. We can't conversate. We don't like being in each other's space. All of a sudden, this happens, and it's like, why is this happening? Nobody can understand. I don't understand. Yesterday, we were fine. And today is complete chaos. And I kept saying, okay, what is this? What am I doing wrong? Am I making the wrong choices? And then it hit me. No, I've given you something to do. And I don't mind. This is the thing. God does not mind you having somebody else there to stand by you in it. Because we really do need that support system. The issue is we get distracted by it. It starts looking real good to us. And we start getting comfortable. We say, you know, I've got it. This is it. I'm done. And God is like, but you hadn't done what I asked you to do.
Oh.
So therefore, you're not done.
Oh, that's good.
Your mission is still incomplete.
Yes.
And so for me, it's so funny that that's what you brought up, because I've learned that now. And to a point where it used to be hard for me to tell people that. It used to be hard for me to say, I'm not in a place now where I'm ready to give you that full commitment of a relationship. It used to be hard for me to explain to people that I have a mission that I have to complete first before I can give you that. And one reason was fear. So I had to learn to release fear, because first and foremost, that ain't what God gave me.
Ooh.
God never gave me fear. So I had to learn to release it. I had to let that go. I had to get rid of it. And the fear was one, I don't know why I'm saying this, the fear was one that many of us women have, and that is I fear never having someone there to love me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why this is going this way. But
I know.
if I don't have the true love of God inside of me anyway, any man that comes along will never fulfill it. If my relationship with God ain't on point, that is not a void that a man can feel.
That's good. That's good. Wow. Okay.
I don't know why that came out, but so
Because
so we gotta release. We gotta release. We gotta let go. Can I share something real quick?
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I like to look up a word.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you told me that, you were hearing the word release, I said, well, what does it mean? And release means to allow. Y'all, excuse me, I got notes everywhere. Mm-hmm. Allow or enable to escape from confinement or to set free. So here it is. We have been held bound by our fear.
Mm.
And the only reason we've been held bound by our fear is because we are holding our fear bound.
Ooh.
I'll say it again. The only reason we are being held bound by fear is because we are holding it bound. We have to release the fear. We have to let it go. We have to set the fear free. Y'all excuse my lights. Hold on. I'm in my talking spot. Sophia know I like being in my car sometimes when
yeah.
But we have to release that. Truth be told, we're holding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
We are binding ourselves up in it. Whoa. We are binding ourselves in it. It didn't come to us and capture us. We just held on to it.
Mm. And look, so while you was talking, it took me back to the movie with Vince Vaughn. He was afraid that they weren't going to win. So he was like, okay, I'll take the money. Yeah, you can buy it or whatever because we ain't going to win because y'all too good. Basically, Ben Stiller came in there to make him feel like he was going to lose a battle that he had already won.
Come on now.
Help us, Jesus. He came.
Help us to release, right?
Yes, he came. But here it goes. Ben Stiller knew that they was going to win. He knew that they had the strength and the power on the inside of them to win. So he was in fear too. They both was in
Now listen to what you said right there. Because in this case scenario, and I hope if y'all don't know the movie, just kind of go watch it and see what she's talking about so you can kind of get the gist of what's happening. But in that position, because you just said something so powerful, Ben Stiller comes in to distract. And Vince Vaughn takes the distraction and claims it as his own. Ben Stiller came in with his fear and gave it to somebody else. It was a transference of energy. I'm really the one that's fearful, but I'm going to give it to you. Now, here's the thing. This is what you really caught me on right there. Ben Stiller was the enemy.
Yep.
The enemy knows that you're going to win.
And that you already won, but he going to come in.
Okay. The enemy knows that you are victorious. Therefore, the only thing the enemy can do is come in and give you his fear of you being victorious. All I can do is come give you what I know I have. And try to make you feel like I feel and try to put you in the position that I'm in. This is why we have to release it because it's not even ours. God has not given you the spirit of fear.
Mm-hmm.
That was not God-given. God gave us love. God gave us power. God gave us a sound mind. enemy, knowing that this woman, this man is victorious just because she or he is on the winning team. I cannot defeat them. But what I can do is while they're here, I can give them my fear through distraction. I can make it look real good to them. I can promise them houses and cars and fame and wealth. I can promise them the best marriage they ever gonna have. I can make it look real good.
Mm-hmm.
And let them get all the way distracted and forget they have a mission and forget that they are victorious and forget that they're equipped and forget that they already have everything they need.
That's good. That's good. Wow.
That's what the enemy does. The enemy creeps in to share his fear. We don't have it. Here's the thing right now, okay, because this is another power, is releasing through what you speak, because our words are our power.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing, start releasing into the atmosphere, start releasing into the world what you are, what you have. Start putting it out there and walking in it. Start waking up every morning and saying, I am healed. I am victorious. Mm-hmm. I am free.
Yep.
I do not fear. I am love. I am powerful. Get up and start speaking these things until you really start to feel it and believe it within yourself. Because these are things that you already have.
Yep.
They're already implanted in you. They exist within you. Otherwise,
why would the enemy, why would he even be trying to come and take it from you and try to deposit into you what he fears?
Come on. Okay. Sophia, you remember earlier we were talking and I said we get upset about the trials that come.
Mm-hmm.
But see, it's during that time when I'm weak, God is made strong and his will is perfect. Like it's perfect at that moment. Mm-hmm. So I have to learn to be okay inside of that. Ooh. I have to understand that when something is going on, it's still working for my good. I don't care what it look like, what it feel like, how it sound. It's still working for my good. And if we can really instill that inside of ourselves, that no matter what,
mm-hmm.
whether it was something that somebody else has done to me or something I set myself up for, no matter what, it works for my good.
Yes. Because, okay, I wasn't going to talk about this. So, but since you done brought it up.
I'm sorry.
So, the stuff that's going on right now, because I'm not going to say no, I ain't giving it no name because it ain't got no power. But, so it came, and a lot of people are saying, well, it's in the Bible. God said that it was going to happen. Okay, blase, whatever. You could think what you want to think, but that ain't how he worked. Like whatever. That was Old Testament. This is new. Anyway, whatever. But so let me say, okay, I'm trying to. So, right. So, everything that the devil meant for evil, if you heard the song, God turns it around and works it out for my good and for his good. So therefore, he's turning so this is going on, the stuff that's going on. And he said, you know what? My daughter been asking for some rest. My son been asking to spend more time with his kids. They ready to get a house. And things are going down in that area. So now they'll be able to get a house at a cheaper rate for a lower price, $200,000 less than what it was supposed to be. So he's turning the thing that was supposed, like I speak on taking what was trying to, what used to break you and turning it into something better. The past, I was that. My future, I am that. So take the past and he will flip it. And you tell your story and somebody's like, oh my God, I can make it out of this. I can turn my life around. I don't have to be stuck anymore. He's going to pull me out of that thing, and I'm going to be able to flourish. I'm not just going to be stuck and I only be a seed only. I'm not going to just be a seed. I'm going to actually be a tree. So I'm going to be able to flourish, and I'm going to be able to produce fruit. Listen. So the enemy coming with all this fear and coming with all these doubts about who God is. But then God said, you know what? That's okay, because I'm going to raise up my sons and daughters, and I'm going to show them, see how I turn that thing around for your good and for the kingdom, so that I can be glorified, so that they can worship me, so that they know, okay, it's something about that God they serve. Because this one over here that I'm serving, I don't even want to walk out my house.
Right.
So, yeah. What the enemy meant for evil, God worked it out for my good. That's the song I keep hearing. What the enemy, God didn't do it. Yes, he may have known that it was going to happen, but that still doesn't mean that he did it. So he said, you know what? Okay, I see what you're doing. You're putting fear into my children. So guess what? I'm coming back in, and I'm going to tell them, build up your faith. Build up your faith. Exercise your faith muscle. Come on. Like, I need y'all, come on. Get in my word. See who I really am. Not who they saying that I am, but who I said I am. Who I told you I was. Lean on me. Depend on me. Not what the people are telling you to depend on. Not what the people telling you is what I said. No. Depend on me. Get in my word. Try the spirit by the spirit. Go get that word, and then start weighing what people are saying against what he said, and you gonna see, like, no, that ain't the wrath turned it to grace. Old Testament was wrath, New Testament was grace. And other things that go on are dependent upon our actions, the consequences of our actions, some other things. So we have to think about that too. So it's a whole bunch of stuff, but I ain't getting into it. But you know what I'm trying to say. I just want the people to understand. That's all.
We've got to learn to release the right things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How to let loose of some stuff, how to allow some things, how to, release and let go of things. Because honestly, we have to know that the only thing holding us back is us.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's keeping me from receiving is me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sophia, if I bring you a box,
mm-hmm.
and I say, here's a gift for you,
mm-hmm.
you have a box. That's all you have at the time.
Ooh.
Now, you don't even have to take it right then.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can take it and throw it away.
Yeah.
Or you can take it and give it to somebody else.
Mm.
But I've given you the gift. I've done my part. It belongs to you.
Mm.
It belongs to you. So here, take it. Now, whatever you do with that gift is solely up to you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about releasing the good stuff. Let me release that gift. A lot of y'all, Jesus, a lot of y'all have so many gifts that have been given to you that are literally just sitting up in your spiritual closet.
Ooh. Ouch.
Collecting dust.
You ain't have to hit me like that.
I'm so sorry. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a lot of gifts just sitting in the closet. And I used to always get this. My grandma used to say, you can't never receive nothing if you made room for it.
Mm.
Well, she was talking about, spiritual, but at the time I thought she was talking about physical things because, grandma was a giver. So you
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to go spend a little bit of the money she had already gave you so you can make room to get more. You wanted to go clean out the closet of stuff she had already gave you so you can make room for a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here are all these spiritual gifts you got in your closet. And you still waiting on more.
Mm.
The issue is not that they haven't been given to you. I can't deliver it because they ain't got room to put it up yet. If you open up some of these boxes and start using that stuff I gave you, what you'll realize that UPS will come and drop off a few more packages because I got them waiting en route for you. But okay. Y'all ever seen when somebody leaves the house, go on vacation, and they get mail at the house? After so long of piling up, they will not put anywhere out there.
Mm-hmm.
They'll stop and they'll hold it. It does not mean it's not theirs. It's just we can't put any more out here. So you got so many gifts that you currently have possession of, that you have already inside of you, that you know that they're there. They have already manifested themselves. They have already showed themselves. Somebody already came to you and confirmed exactly what it is. And you sitting on it. You throwing it back up in the closet. You're not using it. But you're steady asking God for more. You're steady saying, I don't see. Wow, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know that was going there. But we got to use these gifts. This is the stuff we have to go ahead and release.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
This is the stuff we have to go ahead and release.
Yep.
We got to, right now, our world needs your gift. Some people have the power to move a room just by speaking and smiling. Like some people's smile changes people's days. And what you don't understand is that it's truly a gift. And what has happened is that the enemy has come in and tricked you into believing that your smile actually makes people mad. So what you do is hold that smile in. What you do is not speak to people. What you do is not greet people the way you used to. And what has happened is the enemy has transferred his fear of your victory to you. So now when you walk in a room, you walk in frowning, and everybody immediately is upset because why is she frowning? She's usually the one that brings us the light. Some of y'all have the power to sing a lullaby and make the world shift. But one person told you you don't sing that well, or you heard somebody say she ain't all that good anyway. He ain't really all that good, and you stopped based off of their fear.
I'm gonna punch you when I see you.
I'm sorry. Some of y'all have the power to pray and not even a public prayer. I'm talking about you can pray inside of your car, driving down the interstate by yourself, and literally people are being healed and set free while you're driving and praying. But somebody looked at you funny one day while you were driving and praying and you stopped. The world needs your gifts right now. You cannot just be storing these gifts up in the closet. They are needed. If ever you felt like you weren't important, if ever you felt like you weren't needed, if ever you felt like you weren't a part of something, God has placed a gift inside of you. You are a part of the kingdom. Just go ahead and walk in it and live in it. That's what you need to release now. Release your love. Release your power. Release your sound mind. Release the things that God has given you. Because here's the thing. When you hold it back from us, you hold it back from you.
Yeah.
I say all this with love, y'all. I say all this with love. I say all of it with love. I say all of it with experience. I say all of it knowing. When you hold back from the people of God, when you hold back from the world that just needs you, you hold back from yourself. If we'll open up and walk in and release the gifts that God has placed in us, release it. I mean, truly open up and just let it be. We'll see things fall in alignment in our lives that we never thought possible. We'll own things we never thought we'd own. We'd be in positions with people that we never thought we'd be in. We have a setup that we could have never imagined. Why am I going all the way over here? Okay. We'll have abundance.
Wait. That was in my notes, but I didn't say it yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
We'll have abundance.
I skipped over it, so you good. Because I couldn't remember everything. Because, you know, I was a little flustered.
That's all I can hear.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me say this, because I'm okay with living as long as I'm living. Let me be honest with y'all. If I have to just live how I'm living now, never make another dollar higher, never own 3-4 cars, never living, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because I'm good. I got life, I got health, I got strength, I got God. I'm good. I promise you I'm good. Because I know God will provide no matter what. But if I was promised exceeding
and abundantly,
exceeding abundance, overflow, too much to handle by myself, if that's what was promised to me, then that's what I'm going for. I will go boldly to the throne and remind God, remember when you had said that you could do exceeding and abundantly more than I could ask or even fester in my mind to think. Remember when you said that? Well, I had some thoughts of this house, and I ain't got it yet. And I've been releasing every gift you gave. See, this is what we got. We have to know within ourselves enough that I am releasing the things that God put in me, that I can go to God and say, hey, God.
yes.
Now, you promised me some stuff.
Put him back in remembrance of what he promised.
Give him his word. I don't know why this hit me, y'all. I'm sorry. Give him his word. You want to get something from God? Give him his word, because that's what he said cannot come back to him void. He said I can't go against my word. So if God has promised you something. And I'm speaking this for the people that are faithfully moving in what God has asked you to do also. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you release your stuff, then you can be released. When you release that stuff out, you can get some stuff, okay?
Yes.
So when you are actively, faithfully inside of what God is asking you to do, when you in between those different phases, remind God that, look, now you said, you showed me this. One thing, Sophia, and I'm a hush in a minute. But
you good. No, you good.
Sophia got to talking about was, if God promised, let me say it like this first. We got to stop shortchanging ourselves and stop undermining God. God is so much bigger than what we allow God to be. And I can say that because this is the issue. It actually becomes an argument, and I'm gonna jump on this and jump off. It becomes an argument of whether God is male or female. God is God, period. Period. Because when we start looking at God as male or female, what we do is put God into a box with us. And limit God to only male or female things. God is God, period. The only do as much as I can do as a human.
Mm-hmm.
Let me stop thinking of God as the man that can only go as far as any other man has gone.
Mm.
Let me stop looking at God as the comforter that I had through a woman friend that I no longer got. God is bigger than all of that. God is God, period. Now, so once we can take God out of that box, what we realize that God promised you, I'm going to make you a millionaire. Then I understand that $1 million does not make me a millionaire. Because the moment I spend $1 outside of that million, I just drop back down to $1,000. So in my in-between space, when God gives me that $1 million, I understand I'm on my way to the rest of that promise.
Mm-hmm.
But before I get there, I got to be grateful over the thousands I make now, over the hundreds I make, over the $10 somebody randomly came up and gave. I got to be thankful about that stuff first.
Yes.
I got to work in that stuff first. What good is all the big stuff gonna do me if I can't be grateful about the little?
Mm.
And a lot of people say, "Oh, I'll never do that with my millions. I'll never do this." You don't know what you'll do because you don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't keep $5 past a week,
you definitely ain't gonna keep no million past the day.
If you can't keep $5 for a whole, not even a full week, a work week, $5 for 5 days. Because I'm sure you got enough food in your house to make a sandwich. We ain't really going nowhere right now, so you probably got enough gas in your car to be good to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus.
And then do you have enough faith that at the end of that 5 days of the week, when God says to you on Saturday, now Sunday, you take that 5 and you put it in the offering. I ain't even asking for your 10%. I'm just asking for that 5 you kept. I don't know why I'm going to this, because God really don't need your money. But do you have enough faith to say, well, God told me I was able to hold it. Now where he's telling me to release it is into a source that I know will bring it back to me.
Mm-hmm.
And moreover, it ain't just going to come back the same 5.
Or the same 3.
Come on.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm having a moment for myself. That was a Sophia moment. Sorry. I was having my own testimony.
I got all the way over there. I just want y'all to release the good stuff so y'all can get the good stuff. I'm speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from love. I'm speaking from experience, y'all. If we'll learn to be obedient and let our faith just flourish, let our faith just grow, let it go and be, y'all, it's so much we can receive.
Sorry, y'all. Something on my eye. Wow.
There's so much we could receive. So,
Girl.
I'm a hush. I'm done. I think I got all mine out. I went everywhere, but I hope somebody got something from it. So.
Look, I'm just telling you because I knew what my assignment was on here. That's why I was trying to get you on here, and I was like, okay, I wrote down what you told me to write down. All right. Now, but so when you said abundance, he had me write that. Holy Spirit had me write down. He wants us to be in abundance. He showed you your end and gave you some steps on how to accomplish these things. However, someone comes waving or distracting you with something else and you get off track. Then God has to send one of the 99 to come to get you and remind you of what he promised you and what he said for you to do in order to get there, which goes back to obedience and how you move in the in-between. Will you move accordingly and not get caught up in what looks easy in the moment? Because once the moment is gone, then you looking like, and you done set yourself back for 5 years. 6 months, 9 months. Yeah. And so then he had me, he was like, release. And I was like, okay, so now you give me release. But you told me in between that he was like, basically, like, Sophia, come on now, you know how I be switching you up in the last minute. So then he gave me release. And so he was like, go back to them notes that you had from last year, that you was trying to figure out what you was going to have to do with them. And this is what he said. But this is what Holy Spirit said. Release those secret things that only you and I know about, to receive the things that I have to cover those areas. Release doubt so that you may receive clarity. Release fear so that you may receive boldness. Release hate so that you may receive and give my agape love. Release the blindness and the scales to receive sight and clear vision. Release unforgiveness so that you may receive peace and forgiveness. Release that relationship. Release that relationship so that you may receive the spouse you've been praying for. And then I'm going to go into this. I wasn't going to say it, but he said, go on and say it. Some of you have been asking God to send you your Boaz and your Ruth, which they not going to be named that, and they probably ain't going to be doing the same thing. So stop saying their names. Just say, God, send me my spouse that you have handmade for me. That's what you need to say. But this is, so it goes on. He says, some of you have been asking God to send your Boaz and your Ruth, but you won't release the person you're with, or that other lady's husband or man's wife. Who you are with ain't him. Yeah, I said it ain't him or her. And it's definitely not the other man or woman's spouse. So you said release the gifts. Because he knew that you had to bring the goods first. Because I was coming with the not so good. And I've actually spoke on this before, but he was like, there needs to be a reminder. Release all of this negative stuff so that you can receive all the positive that I want to impart into your life. Things that I want to manifest in your life. Things that I want you to flourish in. I want you to flourish in peace. I want you to flourish in forgiveness. I want you to flourish in clarity. I want you to be flourish in clear vision. I want you to flourish in clarity. I want you to flourish in my agape love. I want you to flourish. I want you to flourish. Sorry, my cousin. But I want you to flourish in those areas. I want you to flourish in the areas that I want to implant on the inside of you. I want you to release. Let me snatch that stuff up out of you. Let me uproot those things, those negative things out your life, so that I can impart and implant into you the positive things that you need, the positive things that I have, that I see for you, what I want for you. And then he's taking me back to what we talked about on the phone earlier, how you said that we have faith, and we talked about how Jesus, he walked in faith, and then when he died and rose again, that we get his faith too. So we got double faith. We're supposed to have double. So we're supposed to have double the faith.
We barely using the little bit we got.
That was already, you said, was imparted into us at birth.
Right.
Well, not even at birth, but in our mother's womb, we was already given that faith. And then when Jesus rose, we got that faith too. Because what was the scripture you said? What was it?
Girl, you know how I get when I...
But you was saying that... Oh, God, I can't remember the scripture. But that's where it took us to... We have a double portion of faith. And we're not even using half of it, which is what we already had. And we have his too, because he's interceding for us, so we got his. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is Yeah, I don't know. We here to say what thus says the Lord, and then keep it moving, because this last year we was pulling. This year we just have to tell you, because we don't have enough time to pull you and tell you. We got too much to do. We have too much to do. So when he comes with the word, the whole thing is for you to hear it, receive it, reflect on it, and then use it.
Right.
So it's up to you how you, like you said with the gift, he gives you the box. Are you going to open it, or are you going to give it away because you like, it's probably nothing that I want no way, because they always buying me socks. Okay. But you always losing your socks too.
So you need some socks. Yes.
So yeah. So yeah. If y'all just joining us, y'all got to go back and catch the replay, because in the beginning you might be like, Lord, what is Sophia talking about? But stay on now. Stay. Because it went somewhere. It just took a little minute to get there, because I knew that Brittany had a whole lot more to say than I did. No, Holy Spirit had told me, so I was like, I gotta get her on here, because she has something to say, and I just want you to hold them over. Well, Holy Spirit had something to say.
Holy Spirit had a lot to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
And if y'all just joining, I hope you go back and watch replay, because if you're joining now and we're telling you to do this and you're hearing this now, that means there's something back there for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not by chance that you just joined in at this point. So go back and see what God implanted for you. Like, God put something out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go get it. Go receive it. Go receive it and use it the way you need to use it. Because, I think the reason, Sophia, that he gave you the word release was because that's just what he needed to do. Guys, I need to release this to my people. They need to know both sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you started off by saying that he wants us to have abundance. Like, God wants us to have abundance.
Ooh. And had he not went, okay, now I'm not gonna say the Lord wants you to go bed, but in the movie, had he just went back to the house and not went back and then placed the bet on his team when they won, he would have never got the $5 million. He would have only had the 100,000.
And see, sometimes we have to see. I love how this just kind of go anywhere. Sometimes we do have to go back, because back there I left something that was supposed to come with me.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we get in the mood of releasing and we release too much stuff.
Mm.
And then we have to realize, wait a minute, I should have kept that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go back and get that. And the beauty of it is when he went back, the victory was there waiting for him.
Yep.
And see how God worked. Remember we was talking about David and Goliath earlier?
Yeah.
How I was saying that David had already won when David showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that moment, he distracted the enemy again. The enemy was like, hey, you coming?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing that happened in the movie. When Vince Vaughn showed up, Ben Stiller was like, wait, hold up. He came like,
He did. They already forfeited. They already forfeited.
Can't do that. So immediately he was already defeated. Mentally, he had been defeated right then.
Yep.
Just because. Okay, God. Some of y'all just need to show up. Some of y'all, the only thing you got to do is show up. I don't know who that was for. All you got to do is show up. You want to defeat it. You want to knock down that giant that's been after you. You want to take that enemy down. Show up.
Just step into the room and watch the walls fall. That's good. Cause you remember we was talking about we are the weapon. Our mouths are the weapons that would defeat the words of the enemy when the enemy comes in, trying to distract, trying to come in and put doubt in your mind and bring fear. Use your mouth. Use the words that the Lord gave you to defeat the enemy. Because you already won. You have to know that you already won. We telling you that you already won. You already won, but you got to know that. And until you know that, you're going to still feel defeated because you're going to be like, well, I thought I was. Yeah, but you got to believe it in your heart. You got to have faith in every area to know, okay, oh, you said that I can't pass the test? Oh, watch me. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that
I
was.
love it. I love it.
This was. Yeah. Girl, I feel so full.
I know. Like I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Me too. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all don't understand.
I'm gonna sleep good tonight, and I hope y'all receive enough to give y'all some peace to sleep good tonight.
And to wake up tomorrow.
Right. We gotta remember that God is in control. Like, has been, will be, and be okay with the process, whatever that is. Be okay with it. Trust it. Trust the process. Be obedient and just live.
Oh.
Live.
I ain't finna get you stirred
God
back
has
up.
said already. That's okay. God said that you know that He wants us to have life and have life more abundant. That does just not mean the abundance of material things. That means abundant peace. That means abundant joy. That means abundant love. Like, so I need y'all to live. That's a part of living. To be able to love wholly, to be able to be in complete peace when the world is in chaos. To be able to sleep at night when everybody else running around trying to figure out what's going on. You want the peace that surpasses understanding.
Yes. You better say it.
Supernatural peace. You want supernatural peace. You want the kind of peace that's that living life more abundantly. That unconditional love. I love you regardless of who you are, where you from, what you've done to me or to anybody else. I still love you.
Yep. Girl.
That's how God wants us to live. God says, I want you to live in abundance. That's what God is talking about. I promise you. God understands that we live in a world that needs money, that you need a house, you need a car. So those things will come. God understands that, so you're going to have that. But God's saying the abundance doesn't stop at the material thing. I want you to have abundant joy. I want you to have abundant peace. I want you to have abundant love. I want you to have abundant faith. Just an overflow of everything. Everything. No matter what you go through, be able to count it all joy just because you know I'm already victorious. I've already won. I walk in faith believing that it's already done. will be. Not is going to, it's already done.
Yep.
If you know, and I'm gonna hush for real after this. Sophie, I love you. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
But if you know that you are, this is what you gotta realize. We are already victorious. We are more than conquerors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you know that, if you believe that, if you walk in that, then what you know is that going into the fight is fixed. So I could take a punch. You can knock me down 1 or 2 times. You can take my breath straight out of me. But what I know is that when it comes down to the end of it, you just gonna give up. You're gonna give in because the fight is fixed. I have to win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slap you and you're gonna fall out and it's gonna be knockout. Over. I'm gonna blow my breath a little harder and you're gonna hit the floor and the fight gonna be over. I'm gonna stomp my foot at you because it's fixed. I am the victor. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Look, period. So once I know that and I live in that, then no matter what comes at me, I get up like, oh well.
Mm-hmm. Woo.
I failed a few times today, but I got up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I messed up a few times this week, but I got up. Because I promise y'all, I'm not sitting here saying my faith is that perfect. I know I have greater faith now because of things I've experienced.
Yeah.
But my faith is not perfect. So there are times when I even waver a little bit. But God will remind me. And so I get back up and start walking in my faith and add a little more strength to my faith muscle.
Woo.
So if you fall, okay, get back up because you've already won. The fight is fixed. You are more than a conqueror. Not just a conqueror, but more.
Yes.
Walk in the know that.
Woo.
And I'm a hush. For real, I'm done. I love y'all.
Yes.
I love y'all. I'm going to let Sophia say what she wants to say.
I ain't got nothing else. I don't have anything else but to say that if you just joined us, go back and watch the entire thing. Watch the entire thing because there was so much. We came in with release. Then we talked about don't allow distractions to come in. Then we talked about the in-between and the in-between of where you're going. And we talked about your faith. We talked about, how you already won, how God already fixed it, how you are, that He wants you to be in abundance. Just go back and watch it. Like, you're going to be blessed. Everything may not be for you, but I promise you there's something in this live that is for you. Share it out with your family and friends. Maybe there's something in there that they need to hear, that they need to see. Maybe there's just a smile, or maybe there's just a hello that they need to see or hear. Just give that to them. And I just thank y'all for joining us. And those who catch the replay, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming and just letting us speak into your life what God has downloaded into us as vessels. I really appreciate it. And I just love how Holy Spirit just comes in and just navigates the whole thing and just have us flowing like that. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you guys, y'all be blessed. And I'm going to sing this for y'all real quick. Me. Because I feel like this is what it was. That was powerful.
Okay.
That word was powerful. That was powerful. That word was powerful. So you guys have a blessed night.
Yeah.
And I will see you guys again later this week. Bye.